Being a stay-at-home dad means I'm responsible for all of the meals that my family eats. That means food needs to be healthy, delicious, and fast. So come on, let's make some chicken satay. This is going to be totally fun. I like to chop up the chicken first. Get that out of the way so we get it into the fridge. For ease of use, we're going to use boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Wash your hands prior to touching any meat products. Now I'm going to cut these pieces of chicken breast into strips. This costs a lot less than buying chicken tenderloins, and in the end it really won't matter. Place your chicken into a zip-top bag and pour in a generous amount of peanut dipping sauce. Now this is House of Sang Bangkok Padang peanut sauce, but I believe that they've changed the name of this now in the store. It's now just a peanut dipping sauce. Same brand, House of Sang, and you'll see the little bird on there too. So you'll want to get this stuff. This is what you want, okay? Yeah, that's about a quarter of a cup. I put in about a quarter of a cup of this peanut sauce. And you see I'm just going to smush it around inside of there, make sure that everybody gets some, okay? And make sure everybody gets some peanut sauce. Make sure you zip the top, squeeze out as much air as you can. Now this goes into the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour. Next we're going to chop the veggies, and I'm going to use a mandolin for this. But you don't have to. You could just use a knife. Now I like to use a mandolin because it gives me nice, even, perfect cuts on everything. But you have to remember to use all of the safety equipment. Never operate one of these things without the safety equipment. You'll cut yourself pretty bad. The mandolin is really great, and I like to use this attachment with the blades that stick up so that I get nice thin pieces of carrot. As I slide it through, it cuts the carrot, it slices them for me and everything. And what we're left with are beautiful little thread pieces, julienne pieces of carrot here. These are going to be great in our lettuce wraps. You're going to want to have plenty of carrots. The cucumber adds a freshness to this recipe that my family loves, and I know you're going to love it too. You just chop it into pieces that are manageable in size. Stick it in. Slice it up. And there you go, look at that. That's going to be amazing on our lettuce wraps. With cabbage, I like to wash it and then peel off the outer layers just to make sure I'm not getting anybody else's gunk in my food. And then this is a substantial amount of a vegetable here. So we're not going to need to use all of it. And because it's such a big, look at that, beautiful, such a big vegetable, I'm going to use the knife to cut this up instead of the mandolin. Now remember, try to always cut on a flat surface. So if you've cut it once, then cut it and lay it on its flat sides so that you can keep it safe with this knife work. Now you'll notice here that all I'm going to do is just cut nice thin little slabs of cabbage. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Well, there you have it. All the prep work's done for the entire meal, and all we did was chop up a few vegetables and a little bit of chicken. Okay, this chicken's been in the fridge for over an hour now, so we need to get it onto skewers so we can barbecue it. Okay, you'll notice that my skewers are wet. I always soak them before I get started. All we're going to do here is just take out a piece of chicken, and then I'm going to skewer it. Just going to go in one side and then back in again, back and forth, just sort of weaving it in and out of the chicken. And we cut this with the grain because we're going to cut it again later. Cut it across the grain later after it's cooked. So now you see it's able to be on this stick. You have a stick of meat, a meat stick. You got a meat stick. So we're gonna do that with the rest of these, and then we'll move on to the next step. So the chicken has been skewered. That's 3 chicken breasts right there, ready to go onto the barbecue grill.
Inside.
On the plate, and then pull the, there you go, pull that out.
Yeah,
There
it
you
was
go.
just stuck. Okay, so you want it cut on the bias?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yep,
Okay.
nice thin, yep, just like that.
Smaller?
No, perfect, that's perfect. This is so good. Everybody loves this. You just eat it. You stick it in your face. Ah. Not it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making the food and having it with my friends at the park. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave comments down below. And if there's something that you'd like to see me make, leave it in a comment, because I'm making all kinds of crazy stuff. I make Cajun food, I make Asian food, and I make Southern food. Those are my specialties. Why don't you tell me about your specialties?